Okay. Yeah. Yesterday when I had some time, well, the day before yesterday, we were able to connect to the socket. I didn't really test it. Well, hmm. Well, yeah. Yikes. um. Anyway, I'll take that in a bit. So the first step was to, what was the first step? Was to connect to the socket, and then we need to send some sort of messages. Well, there's a protocol for it. And Wayland will send us something back, which should allow us to open a window. that's as much as I understand. Let me check the connection first, and then we'll go from there. File not found. Don't then when a socket is a Unix and the given path doesn't exist. I did change one thing. Made this join Z because you don't have to null terminate anymore manually. Socket path. The socket path looks right. Question is, now the type says it is null terminated. Pathlen. No, that's not it. Path is that. You should be able to use it. And to debug the print path dot. Oh yeah, it is right. And what is socket path? Okay, it is smaller. Mem copy socket path dot and copy socket path into it. Does the length include? It should, I think, the null character. Guess we could just check it. Zig check if null terminated. Hey Taras, how you doing? Mhm. Oh, guess I could check. I think it's B or T. In B. Path of path dot len minus 1 equal to null. Yeah, it's not. Specify is print format. Okay. Boolean, decimal notation, binary. Boolean. I don't see Boolean. Arithmetic decimal, binary, octal. Yeah, I guess I'll just print it as any. It is not now. Interesting. Let me just set it manually. Socket path. Oh, sorry. Still false. That is weird, man. Oh, sorry. I think I should add it here. How do you check? Zig check. No, automated. Let me check. Join Z. Naively combines series of paths with native path, right? Runtime display. With path separator and null terminator. What am I missing? Hang on, I didn't realize that. That actually fixed the error. But why? I thought that was the whole point of using join Z. That's weird. What is this? I didn't know you could even do that. Unless, I mean, but you can't take. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's something I'm missing here, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense. Let me check mem copy. Mem copy. Source must be a slice. It is a slice. Or many at a pointer, it may have any alignment, and it may have any element type. Source element type must have the same in-memory representation as the destination element type. At least one of source and destination must provide a length. So really you don't need, but I think source needs to be, destination needs to be a pointer. Yeah. We've just made okay, they need to have the same length as well. Mem move. What is the difference between mem set and copy? Sets all the elements of a memory regions to element. Array, maybe alignment. Okay, but I think element is a single. Mem move. Interesting. I mean, I could just set it to 0. But that doesn't explain. Zig, no terminated. There an example of OP. Yeah, that looks about right. Jeez. Let me compare the lengths. Socket path dot length. Ah, but that won't match, will it? Because I think the other one's an array. Yeah. Alright, should I just set it to null and then move on? I don't want to do that though. Somewhere between here and here. The null terminated. I can't use memset. But I could. Check. Okay. To do the star thingy. Oh, here. Has an array which has a central element of x, the index corresponding to the length n. Is that correct? Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, I just realized. Expected 0, found 170. Okay, I'm getting closer. So you can, if I put it there, that would be the address length where the null terminated value will be. But I need it to be at the end of socket path. Central terminated slices. Can also be creating a variation of start and :x. So that does look right. Central mismatch, expected 0, found 170. Meaning that the address, the path array is not empty. How do you set modify? Oh yeah, here. So this would be u8 0 times added up path.len dt. Okay, there we go. Now do I need this anymore? Okay, no. Okay, jeez. That was a bit of a okay, now we can connect. We can send messages to the socket. Don't need this, don't need that, don't need that either. Interface, requests, and events. There's also wayland client garage. Creating a registry. I'm going to create a registry. It's an object that allows us to query at runtime the capabilities of the compositor. In Wayland, to create an object, we simply send the right message followed by an ID of our own. ID should be unique, so we simply increment a number each time we want to create a new resource. After this is done, we'll remember this number to be able to refer to it in later messages. Okay, makes sense. This is coincidentally our first message we sent. So let's briefly go over the structure of a wayland message. Basically, an RPC mechanism. All bytes are in the host endiness, so there is nothing special to do about it. 4 bytes ID of the object we want to call a method on. The opcode of the method, size of the message. Okay, and depending on the method, arguments in their wire format follow. The object ID in this case is 1, which is a singleton WL display that already exists. Where do you get wayland object IDs? Creating object versioning. Can I see the ID? Interesting. Okay, don't know where to get the ID from. So argument takes 4 bytes and it is this incremental number we keep track of client side. It does not necessarily have to be incremental. That's what libwayland does, and it's also the easiest. For convenience and efficiency, we always craft the message on the stack and do not allocate dynamic memory. Okay. Some utility functions. Okay. What should be in the message? But I think this is, yeah, okay, this is the client. Surface was allocated earlier and assigned an ID of 10. When the server receives this message, it looks up the object with ID 10 and finds that it's a WL surface instance. Knowing this, it looks up the signature of the request with opcode 2. It then knows to expect 4 integers as the arguments. Display get registry. Header size of wayland current ID. Oh, I don't understand this. What is the first thing? Get a display. We'll display get registry. Send a new ID and WL registry. What should be in the message? Okay, yeah. The wire protocol is a stream of 32 bit values. Encoded, yeah. End-to-end fixed object new ID. Following types are used: string, array, FD, enum. The wire protocol is a stream of messages built with these primitives. Every message is an event or request, client to server, which acts upon an object. Okay. The message header is 2 words. The first word is affected object ID. The second is 2 16-bit values. Size of the message, including the header itself. And the lower 16 bits are the event or request opcode. Okay. So I do have a header. So an object ID, opcode, message len. The message arguments follow based on a message signature agreed upon in advance by both parties. The recipient looks up the object ID's interface and the event or request defined by its opcode to determine the signature and the nature of the message. To understand a message, the client and the server have to establish the object in the first place. Right. Object ID 1 is pre-allocated as the wayland display singleton and can be used to bootstrap other objects. Okay. Assuming you've already negotiated an object ID. Two additional arguments is agreed upon in advance for the request event. Combine with new object allocation. I still don't get what the message should be. Buffer ID 32 message. There is no message. Wayland display object ID. Message size. Okay, let's have a look at buffer ID 32. Just our buffer. Image 64. Buffer size, buffer capacity, X. You pass it an FD. Yeah, you do. So the first message is get registry. So you need to pass it a new ID. Oh, okay. I kind of see. I'm guessing this is the response. So get registry has single argument. Registry and with a new ID. Oh, makes sense. Ah, okay, I see now. So object ID is 1. Because I did read it somewhere. I think the global. Well, I think it's here too. Alright, so you write the object ID. You write the message. No, message len. It's even more confusing. Message size. Oh no, that's the opcode. What is the opcode? Get registry opcode is also 1. Announced size. Header size plus size of wayland current ID. What is the current ID? I think I went too far. Right here. Not this. Creating a registry. Okay, here. So I'm guessing get registry. So this is the message along with the header. Wayland header size plus. Okay, so that becomes the message size. Okay, let me see if I can understand that. What does this return? It's the socket. Excuse me. Variable h is checked ID is 1. Opcode. I think also 1. Message len undefined. We don't know yet. Was the opcode 1? I think it was. I don't know where to get this yet. Yeah, it was. And we need a message. It needs a new ID. Let's create const message struct. New ID is U32. And is equal to message equals 1. Why not? This one is 1 too. Well, let's put it 2. I'm not sure if that matters. Okay, so we have the message. So the header len const message len equals size of header plus size of message. H dot message len equals to message len. I think OBS just crashed. Oh, my network was down. Okay. How do you combine the two? Hang on, I think the message includes the header as well. Header. dot header equals age. Okay. And message bytes equals dot mem dot bytes. No. What was it called? Given a pointer to a single item, turn assigns slice of the underlying bytes, preserving pointer attributes. Has bytes. Type of pointer. Why is it unknown? It says value. Is that an opposite value? Extract as bytes. Remember that as bytes, for this to be reliable across different systems or compilation changes, the structs must have a guaranteed memory layout, which can be achieved using extern or packed. So as bytes does work. Packed. Structs like enum are based on the concept of interpreting integers differently. All packed structs have a backing integer, which implicitly determined by the local bit count of fields or explicitly specified. Packed structs have well-known defined memory layout. Okay. Make this packed. Does the message needs to be packed as well? Well, let's pack it all. Not sure about the message. Well, let's see. Why is it unknown? That's weird. Okay, so I think socket dot send. What is it? All right. How do you write to a socket? What do you do with the FD? Okay, send. Let's send. Well, I guess doesn't know. Socket T. Well, my guess is it's called send. Okay, POSIX.send. Standard POSIX.send socket is a slice of constituate. Message bytes, and then what are the flags? Zero flags argument, send is equivalent to write. Is errors. Can I just send zero for now? Send error a new size. Under debug the print the send bytes. Whoa. Now we need to I guess we need to know if it was successful. We need to read from the socket. POSIX read. So you need a buffer. Bar buff equal to times, let's do 0 to 4. I forgot Mr. Type. UA. Two, 4, 8, 6. Two, 0. Is it 1028? What do you normally put? It's 4. I guess. That's fine. Need a buffer and a socket. It's a slice. Standard dot 06 dot read socket. And then buff. Try. And then what? Okay, let's print what we read. Write bytes. Does it return? What does it return? Read error or use size? There's no error, but it doesn't read anything either. Standard debug. Yeah, it's all empty. Let me have a look at the message. This here. Okay, well, at least it's not empty. Well, obviously, something is wrong. But I mean, I think I'm definitely wrong. But I don't know where did I go wrong. What am I sending? Object ID is 1. Code is 1. Message len is that. And the only message is new ID. So the object ID is 1. And that's the opcode. It's also 1, but the message length looks wrong. Message length is 2. Is it a U16? Oh yeah, okay. Then I'm reading it wrong. Object ID is U32. 4 bytes. It's 1. That is the opcode. Message length is 0. I think I'm doing something wrong. Going to message. One zero. That makes no sense. Unless, do I need to pack both? So if it's very different if I don't pack the message. Why is the message different every time I call it? Yeah, I'm definitely doing something wrong. Sample message. Excuse me. Is it message size first, then opcode? I'm not sure. Let's have a look at what he sends. What is message? Write the object ID. Write the opcode. Header size plus size of current ID. Alright, I need to look this up somewhere because I don't know what I am doing wrong. Alright, I'll check this tomorrow. I think my message is wrong. Implied. Okay, yeah. I think that's a problem for tomorrow. Alright, I'm gonna call it a day there. As always, thank you for hanging out. I'll see you back here tomorrow. I'm gonna prepare. I'm gonna check some other implementation, possibly in Zig. See how it's done. And I'll be tomorrow. Alright, hope you have a good one. And I'll see you.